I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it, you got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that, my glass is empty, how about I get another drink, baby, okay, I get it, you got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it, you got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that, my glass is empty, how about I get another drink, baby, okay, I get it, you got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah.
See that?
Hello, everybody. I know I'm here. Don't worry. But there's ads and stuff that like to play with YouTube very frequently now. So yeah. And I just listened to the song. What's up? Anyways. So.
In the outside world, I am a simple geologist. But in here, I am Falcon, defender of the Alliance. I've braved the Fargo Deep Mine, defeated the Bloodfish at Jarrett's Landing.
Kaz, thank you for the follow, dude. Good to see you. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today, or you are gathered here today, to witness the failure that is this keeper and DM of this adventure. We thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I need to turn down the music. So, yes, I got the people in Discord chat right now. I am just going to take a moment to talk. I will be turning off, well, I won't be turning off anything. There will be no sound commands today. Obviously, with these situations, is I don't want the sounds to distract or get away from whatever is destroying my train of thought, what little thought there is. And, yeah, I will talk to you guys. It'll be periodically through typing. I will be trying not to answer you through the chat because we want to keep the immersion and not break to talk. And then I have to go and edit more later when I try and podcast this, you know, all that fun stuff. And it's cool. Thank you for stopping in there, dearly. We'll call you beloved because you're beloved. So yeah, today we are taking an adventure. The almighty Hyphon, aka Max, and Nix Fontana, our good old lewd prince. The chats. That's what I'm dubbing him now, so we'll just have to accept that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a short intro to the characters, let the characters explain who they are, or let the people explain who their characters are, what they look like, which is something that I didn't do on the last stream, and I also had one mistake on last stream that I brought up in Discord, and I let somebody roll plus sharp for an act under pressure, which is actually plus cool, and it would have resulted in a fail roll, and I didn't realize I did that. But it's okay, because it all worked out in the end. Nyx is renowned for having the best lewds, and we're okay with this. So, we'll go through the characters. This set will probably be much shorter than the last one, much shorter, because we only have 2 people on this group. But it'll be a setup for where they're going to be, and maybe even start the first mystery, considering this is starting a little bit different than the last one. And I can see in the background that they are already picking their dice, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over to them. I'm going to start recording, so, you know, check, 1, 2, got my check going in. Okay, yes. We got...
I'll take a potato chip.
We got potato chips and eating them. Okay, but yes, we are checked. We are good. I would turn off alerts, but I'm not going to. The alerts can stay. But yes. We are recording. Let me pop into the chat, make sure they're recording. Oi! Oi!
Stop butt touching my plate, Nix.
What the hell did you just say to me?
I'm sorry. Nix touched my sheets.
I almost got away with it too.
If it wasn't for you meddling kids.
I see you. I see you.
See me, okay.
Just host you real quick, derp.
Oh, aren't you kind?
Well, yeah, I kind of nearly forgot.
That's a lot of nuts!
That's okay.
That'll be $4,
Potato
baby!
chips.
You want fries with that?
I feel I've never actually heard Nyx's voice. I don't think I've heard your voice yet.
Really?
And if I have, it was once long ago.
It might have been.
It might have been. Yeah, I know. I was turning down Max. I had him turned up a little bit. Because last time I was in a chat, he was quiet. Max doesn't know how loud he wants to be. I think he's just excited.
Well, I think the time we were chatting then was late at night when most of my family was already in bed. So yeah, then I am a lot quieter. But now I can be very nice and loud.
Very nice and loud. So yes, I have these fine gentlemen joining me for the evening. And yeah, or the day. It's actually afternoon for me. You guys are evening. I don't care. So let me flip over to the tabletop board. And I actually kind of set this one up a little bit. I let you guys have a bunch of dice in front of you. Once you select your dice, I'm going to get rid of the other ones just so that they're not in the way. You guys got your dice? You got your dice that you want?
Oh, I see you even got a map of the locale.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work things in so I can actually, you know, have a view of where you guys are at. I might, you know, throw pictures of a general vicinity. You know, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, making it more interactive.
It's pretty
Taking
cool.
the time.
I'll take a pound
I
of
can
nuts.
appreciate it.
That's a lot of nuts!
So,
That'll be $4, baby!
you
You
guys
want
both have
fries
your
with
dice?
that?
get rid of these so they're out of the way. Except for
Except
those
that one.
ones, apparently. I may have an interruption today, which I might have to go down, but we'll see. This shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, I'll
Be a shorter
warn
session,
you
and
now.
yours overall your session should be slightly less, just being the fact that there's only 2 of you. But we're
Right.
gonna have some fun. We
I'll warn you now. In about an hour-ish, a little more, I'll have to quickly, like 5 minutes, walk my dogs real quick.
Oh,
But
good
that can
lord.
be during that
Oh,
could be
God.
during Nix's setup or something like that. So you can just catch me up real quick
That's fine.
afterwards.
We'll take a short break. Well, you two are gonna be together in this, so I'll need both of you here for your sequences more.
Well, never mind.
But no, what we can do is we'll take a break around that time, and you can go do what you need to do, and then,
All right.
really in the end, this is just for podcast purposes, and the stream is just extra, so I can edit everything together as long as I have you guys recording. You're all recording, right?
All right. Yeah, you'll probably be happy to know that because I have a stream deck, I have a feature that I can block all inputs from my mic, so that will be real nice on the Audacity file, the MP3 file. So, or actually the wave, but
And then you're gonna forget to hit it, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn it!" And then not have things recorded, and then all goes to hell, and then I have to
well,
blame
no, because it
you.
blocks all inputs to all like it literally just blocks my input as it comes in. So
Ah,
you wouldn't hear
gotcha.
me.
Alrighty, so that's how we're gonna start. Max, Max, you're a crooked. Explain your character. Tell us a bit about your character. What's he look like? Why is he who he is?
All right. Well, I am George Andrew Cornell, and I'm a bloody good fucking thief. I've been born exactly 33 years ago on June 23rd, 1987. Yes, to my lovely parents, Penelope and Jack. And yes, I've since moved to America. Yeah. And well, yeah, I'm one of the greatest fucking thieves. And if you try to stop me, if you try to dare to do anything with me, I'll cut you in little pieces and make you like Pitbull, a man of the world, and mail your body parts all over the world. Yeah,
Oh my God, he's He's super crooked.
I'm a crooked man.
He's the bad type of crooked. Oh, good lord! And that voice, dude, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I want to add like real quick. When I wrote my backstory, I didn't know that today was going to be the first session, so it's a genuine surprise to me that it was exactly 33 years ago that he was born. Which, yeah.
Yeah, so happy birthday to this crooked Brit that's actually
good.
Dutch.
Thanks.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy fucking birthday, buddy. Okay.
It was.
I realize I haven't started my Audacity file yet, so.
Are you serious?
Yes, I wasn't sure when to start it. I'm very, very sorry.
I said, are you recording?
No, wait, you did? Okay,
Yes!
I can do that again.
Hey, you need to now because I need to get your voice in there. This is how things go bad. This is why we can't have nice things. Max, you
I
have
hadn't
officially
realized.
slandered yourself and put in the suck into the stream already.
Yeah, I am also now noticing that the gain on it is far too high, and I don't know why. Why? What the bloody hell?
Are you guys ready for the voice again? Are you guys ready for the
Yeah,
voice
let
again?
me
Because
just
I
real
don't think
quick
I am.
Let me just real quick figure out why Audacity is getting my voice far too loud. Why is that?
I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, as far as as long as the voice is loud enough, I can edit
mean,
out
it's
stuff as
clipping,
long
that's
as
the
it's
problem.
not super peaking.
Yeah, it's peaking pretty bad. Let me check. Oh yeah, it's gone up for that. That's why. That is why. Yeah, now it's more normal. Okay, we
Great.
found the issue.
Okay, well, let us restart that, and Scarlett's going to cry because, yeah. So anyways, no more chat. This is where we start.
Yes.
So let
take
us
one.
start off with Max. This is first try, by the way, guys. First try. Max, tell us a little bit about your character and where they come from.
Good day, mates. I'm George Andrew Cornell, but you can call me GA. I've been born exactly 33 years ago on June 23rd, 1987, in a little house on the west of Carlisle, England. I'm a master thief, and yeah, don't you dare try to say anything against that. Don't try to shit with me. I'll cut you into little pieces, make you like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, and mail your bodies all over the fucking world. So don't know shit, mate. I've since moved to America, and well, rest is history, bitch.
I love the fact that you changed that. It was that was good. That was good.
Was
Though
the
you sounded a
original,
little
like,
more
line.
old grandma-y than you did British that time. You sounded like an old angry grandma Brit. Welcome into our current episode of the Evergreen Saga, where Max portrays an old elderly lady that cuts people up and ships them to different parts of the world.
Oh God.
Alrighty, and then our almighty lewd lord Nyx. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Yes. So my name is Jason Fullhammer, a divine knight that has been exiled from a parallel dimension called the Everspace. This was due to my previous missions here on this earth, encounter with the demons and forces of evil. I was contaminated by what humans call emotions. These emotions are not allowed in divine knights, and as such, I was exiled and even sent to be executed. It's only thanks to my sister that I managed to escape, and now I'm here wandering this earth, trying to find my way around and avoid the gaze of my brothers and sisters who want to kill me. So yeah.
Oh, that was haunting. that was good. I like that. Could you do me a favor though and pull the mic just slightly away from either your mouth or your nose? I'm not sure which one is catching it, but there's a little bit of back thing.
Is this better?
Yeah. As
Okay.
far as I could tell, it just sounded like P's and airs and breath noises were hitting, but we're good. We good. All right. Well, that's quick introductions. That's how it works when you only have two people and you don't have to worry about too much about what's going on. So I'll just quick hit on the rules again. I don't know if you guys have been reading all the rules or anything like that. I know Max has been listening to the Adventure Zone. I don't know if he's caught back up onto it again, but he's at least started it.
I've listened to quite a bit, but I haven't like specifically read through all of the rules.
Yeah, okay. So I'll do a quick hit on the rules. A lot of them are also in front of you, so if you have any curiosities as you go, you can always look at the 2 sheets in front of you for the hunter agenda, and it will tell you exactly what you get based on your rolls. When I ask you to roll for something, you'll roll your 2d6, and basically from there, whatever you get, if it's a 0 to 6, you're gonna fail. I get to fuck with you. If you get a 7 to 9, you get a mixed success where it happens, but there's gonna be an exchange of some sort that has to happen. And then 10 plus, which will be you succeed, and there will be great things that happen. You might get a bonus, but in combat there is a difference where no matter what happens, whether you get a top roll or not, you are going to get hurt, as is the other. So,
Right.
basically what you'll do is you don't straight out say you want to protect someone, manipulate, act under pressure, that sort of thing. You're actually explaining what you're doing. And then once you've explained what you're doing or how something looks or what's going to happen, I'll tell you to roll for such and such. And then you'll add the bonus of, your cool, charm, sharp, or tough based on what you are rolling for.
Okay.
Which is where I was bad last time, and I let L roll for sharp on an act under pressure, which is actually roll for cool, and he would have failed, I'm pretty sure, had I not let him do that, and I could have had fun with that. But that's okay, because it's all about learning. Now I get an XP for failing as a keeper.
Mark that experience right now.
All right, so I think without further ado, I will do the intro sequence, the little intro paragraphs I have, and we will get this story rolling. As if that sounds all right with all of you. Now, just as a little background thing, you guys have been in Washington for a while, and you're actually kind of cohorts in, we'll say, crime. And I'll bring up a little something that I think that we can code over later and mess with. But I think that as the divine, you were actually sent to try and help change George.
Okay.
Okay.
Because one of
Try
the
to keep
things
them
about
in
the
line.
divine, which is a selectable thing, but we didn't do the history thing, so I think it's actually a fun thing to say that you were sent to change that person because they have a pivotal role in something. And I know
Right
that that
now,
was a
I'm
thing
just
on the divine.
Right now, I'm just a murderous bastard.
The old grandma murderous bastard. Okay. Let's do this. So I can find my place like always. Hey, but I had it up this time. Cloudy night sky spans above the coating. Oh. And let me restart that because I already misread it in the first 5 words. Cloudy night sky spans above, coating the land in a far greater darkness than normal. We move to look down a vast ocean that shows itself in the distance. Following the sight down farther, we see a forest with a stretch of far more darkened highway hiding between a forest of trees on either side. As we approach the cement road, a dull blue light becomes visible off the side of it. As fast as the light had shown itself, it disappears, but before it does, the light illumination of a black fur is shown, along with a crumpled mass of a small car. Closer view of the side of the car, the window is busted out and on its roof. Door torn off from the passenger side, facing the road, and a gigantic black dog-shaped figure that approached it. The light finally leaves, only to be replaced by another. A fire has started on the engine compartment of the overturned vehicle, showing an unconscious man to the side of the vehicle in dim light. The wolf figure stops moving forward, sniffing the air as a new scent catches its seemingly very bloody snout. The wolf makes a retreat across the road and into the other side of the forest in an escape for the coming danger. The man next to the car stirs slightly, eyes flickering as the fire does so in its own way. In a sudden realization, he wakes, not knowing what is happening. Crawling backwards frantically, the fire consumes the car. An explosion erupts, and the man is engulfed in flame. The tree the car was against catches fire, lighting the area a bit more. Gone. No charred remains, no bones. Then we find ourselves in a totally different forest. We have George and Nix. What was your character's first name?
Jason.
Because your last name was too badass. I can't forget that one.
Hmm.
Bowhammer is just too cool. So anyways, as we see a Max, why don't you explain what kind of car you're driving? Or
Well.
George, explain your car.
Right. Well, I drive a Renault Twingo. Because it's a nice popular car. At least that's what I thought. Not sure if it really is in the US, but I took it along anyways. So it blends in nice. I got a nice secret little compartment built into it, and that's where I keep my loot and drive it around. It's pretty great. It's like a little 4-seater with like a flat back, and it's definitely not a very powerful car. It can definitely have some trouble driving up a hill, but
Lots of
it is
trouble.
it's very reliable nonetheless.
Excellent. So as we see this car, you are driving east down what would be Highway 2 in the great forests and mountains of Washington, U.S. You two have found each other some time ago, and as we go, we'll kind of touch up on those things and bounce in with more fun things. But we see you driving east, and as you do, you're going through the forest, and like both of you right off the bat to investigate investigate a mystery check.
All right. So just roll the dice, right?
Yeah. And I'm assuming that George is actually driving the vehicle, being he is the driver and it is his
Yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah, I'm a great driver.
Oh, good lord.
That's a 4. Shit.
So you both fail miserably.
There we go.
Wait, you have okay. So Max was a 4. You're a 6. What is your? Oh no, it's an 8. Wait.
I can't see them.
Are your dice the contagion? The yellow ones or whatever, green, yellow.
Yeah, the green ones.
Okay, so you have a 6 plus you will add whatever your sharp is. Yeah, sharp. So
Makes
do
it
you
a
have a
5
plus?
for me?
Yeah, it's a 5 for you, so you failed. But what was Nix's? You had 6 plus. What's your sharp?
6.
Oh, you're plus 0 sharp. Okay.
Or which one?
You're sharp on the sheet. Like you get those little bonuses. You'll have a plus or plus 0 or -1 plus 1.
Oh,
On
for the
sharp.
ratings.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is
my
where
sharp was +1.
plus 1. So you actually are a mixed success. Now, we'll just say that George is just driving along, not paying much attention. It's a very open and very scenic route, so it's easy to get lost in what you're driving and just looking at all the scenery as you drive down the very easily manageable road. And George doesn't notice something, but as you do, you see a figure pop from not too far in the sky, almost out of nowhere. All you see was what looked like ash and flame pop up out of nowhere, and then there was a man. Probably falling about 10 feet in front of you. What do you do?
George, stop the car.
What? What are you talking about?
Stop the car. Didn't you see that?
All right. Oh, fucking hell. What the hell?
Let me reiterate. He's falling in front of you towards the car.
Oh,
All right. What the fuck is that? I slammed the brakes.
Act under pressure. Just you, George. Roll for an act under
Alright.
pressure.
That's an 8. Plus 1, that's 9.
All right. So basically, what happens is as you're driving, you slam the brakes. And in any other situation, if you had messed up in any way, shape, or form, you would have probably careened off the side with how your car came to a skidding stop. But you are lucky enough that you keep it straight on the road. But as you do and come to the stop, this body collides with the window of your car, smashes it in, and all you have is a crumpled front window with a body embedded within it.
Oh, fuck, my car.
Damn,
Damn, that's extremely fucking expensive.
nothing that can't be replaced.
All right, but still, I mean, that goes my loot for the day.
Loot that you stole, you
Yeah,
mean?
it's still loot. All right. I get out of the car, I guess, to inspect what the hell's on my front, the front of my car.
You do that. I'm gonna stay inside.
Okay, George, as you get out of the car, you see just a middle-aged male with short brown hair. Looks seemingly, he looks a lot like home. He is definitely British. He's from your neck of the woods. But he seemed to appear out of nowhere. What would cause a man to fall from the sky is the first thing that enters your mind. But what's even more odd about this situation is where any normal man would have died from this collision, he begins to move. And you see 2 red marks on his head like he had gotten hit a couple times, one on the forehead, and he looks like he has a bloody spot near the back of his head.
Oh shit, you dude, you okay? I don't know, on some fucking highway out of like Washington or something. Wait, are you
How
British
the hell?
accent?
Gotta be shitting me, mate. The hell did I? How is this Washington?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I've been living here for like a while now.
Look, and he looks just beside, like, in utter confusion. But what's even more curious is it's like he doesn't feel any of the pain that had just occurred. He is just solid-bodied and almost looks like he has no injuries other than the 2 head injuries. He gets up and stands next to the car, and he is honestly at a loss for what to do.
Dude, you might not want to get up, man. You just got hit by a car. You sure you feel all right?
I feel.
Looks all right to
Good
me.
God.
Good
Pretty
you're feeling right, because you're gonna be fucking paying for that front windshield, mate.
Well, we were the ones that hit him, remember?
You do know that pedestrians have the right of way, correct?
Well, not where I'm from.
What
That
were
is
you doing
true.
out here? In the middle of the woods?
As far as I know, I was in woods. Definitely. I was over by good old Bristol,
Fucking Bristol, mate.
heading
you can't-
towards there, but we were attacked.
Attacked by what?
Some large beast, like a dog. Big wolven creature.
Wolves. You know what that means, right, George? Lichens.
I think I do. You might explain to me just to make sure that we're on the same page here.
You two know.
I mean, I'm just a regular fucking guy, I guess. Just, ask him.
They are lichens, creatures of darkness that need to be destroyed permanently.
Oh, we got one of them weirdos again?
Well, sounds like you've got a bit of a vendetta against them. That's all fine and dandy, but I don't really know where to go. Where were you folks?
I believe we were heading back to the pub. Isn't that right, George?
George. Lost George.
Oh, shit. I might have screwed up my muting kind of stuff, but it's fine.
See, I told you that was coming.
Okay, it's hard to make that mistake. It's easy to make that mistake. So, okay, what were you expecting me to reply to again?
Oh, we were heading to the pub. On our way to the pub.
Yeah, I could go for a beer, get smashed.
Seeing as you've caused me to put a hole in your window, would you folks mind giving me a ride?
No. Well,
Yeah.
yes. No.
I mean, I'd be down. You can hop in the back seat, mate.
Are you
yeah.
sure this is a good idea?
I
The
mean,
man
this man
just
just
got
came
hit by a
crashing on our
car.
car. Like, I might be a horrible person, but I'm still taking this man along.
Doesn't anything about this seem strange to you?
Hella strange. But
Look, mate,
man, that's gonna.
I'm just from Bristol, alright? Now, can you get me a ride so I can at least figure out what the fuck is going on here? Get somewhere with a bloody phone?
I mean, that's not a problem for me.
Why don't
So
you take the passenger seat and I'll go in the back?
Right.
And he looks at you, sensing the bit of distrust that you placed in that, because you just don't want to be in front of somebody who is suspect.
I'd say that's not so weird.
All right, mate. Don't worry, I won't go stabbing you through the chair or nothing, but yeah, I'll take the front seat. And goes and hops in without you saying anything. Now we gonna get the hell out of here or what?
Yeah, man, I got a pub to hit.
To the pub it is.
Now, you guys are about probably 10 miles out, and we're on your own little stint to go and try and find sightings of something, but it came to no avail. You were out there obviously looking for one of the most well-known adversaries of the Washington forests, and that was Bigfoot, because there's always sightings, but no one ever finds them. You guys came back empty-handed, and now you have this uninjured dude that just smashed into your window and now is asking you for a ride.
Stranger things have happened, right?
Definitely.
I mean, it is a pretty good show, am I right?
Yeah.
And what was it they were playing? D&D, right?
Yeah.
Good old tabletops. We always got fun with those.
Yeah, man. I mean, it seems kind of nerdy, but yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
That stuff is unseemly.
all right. So as you guys make your way back, you go the rest of the way unhindered, let's say, as you got the wind in your face from the broken front window, which you've kind of kicked out a little bit so you can actually see through it with all the cracks and everything that were there. That, or
Man,
maybe not. Maybe you just Ace Ventura'd it and stuck your head out the driver's side window and threw some sunglasses on.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
night though, right?
It's actually here. It is 3 p.m.
Okay.
because it was 1 or 2 in the morning in the UK. So it's between 3 and 4 here. So it is
Gotcha.
bright daylight out. And it is early spring. Like the
Okay.
last group. So anyways, right now you guys have been staying in Leavenworth, which is a German-based town or structure town. A lot of the buildings there have German, like old German archaeology. Architecture. There we go. There's the word I was looking for. Architecture. And you've been staying on the outskirts of it in the Paradise on the River, which is a small little like house, like little cottage, one little bedroom type thing, or 2-bedroom, because you guys don't want to sleep together. I mean, maybe 2. Do you guys want a 1-bedroom?
I'll pass.
Man, I like
Pass.
privacy.
Pass.
Hard pass.
Okay.
Shifting back into that granny, and I don't know how to save myself.
Max is now an old granny and doesn't know how to save himself. This is great. You know what the first thing is I think of every time you're doing the voices? I think of Bricktop from Snatch.
Oh god.
Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution personified by an appropriate agent. Personified, in this case, by an audible cunt. Me. Anyways, so back on topic. You guys are staying at the Paradise on the River, which is just on the outskirts of the main little stretch of town that Leavenworth has. It seems small by the map that we have here, but it's actually a fairly long stretch of road. It's probably a good 2-3 miles through town. And then it goes out and you're about 5 miles out in Paradise on the River. It's a nice little, we'll say, cottage, 2-bedroom. And you guys have been staying there while you're looking into different occurrences that have been happening in the area, because it's been much more than usual. And it was sort of part of why you're here as well.
Okay.
And obviously, as we were saying, the other part of the reason is the fact that you're trying to help out this very crooked bastard who is in desperate need of.
Yeah, just to be sure, Nix, what exactly is the name? Jace? Jace? I keep
Jason.
forgetting. Jason. Okay, I'll remember
Like
that.
Jason Voorhees.
All right, I'll remember that. Thank you.
There you go. He's a divine that hacks people up just like you. He knows.
He doesn't make them Mr. Worldwide.
Okay. And as you enter this room, you bring your new buddy with you. And he is obviously still not sure what's going on, and he's been quiet the rest of the car ride after getting there, just trying to take in what's been happening. And when you get in there, the first thing he goes for is a phone. It's a 2-story cottage. One is just floor level, and you have like the kitchen off to the left. You have the dining room next to it with a living room that's connected to it, much like a standard apartment might be. And then there's a second floor that goes up to 2 bedrooms, which is where each one of you stay. One's on the left, one's on the right, and the rooms are pretty spacious. You guys have a couch for whatever, just to die on when you get home if you were very strenuous in your activities for the day, which hasn't been often lately. So, you hear him instantly making a very, very long distance call, you can only assume, being he knows no one in this region. And then he slams the phone down angrily after a minute, or after like 30 seconds. Bloody hell.
You got some shit friends.
Maybe
Is there anyone
you
else you can
got
call?
a shit attitude.
Is there no one else that you can call? No one else that knows your situation?
Needs to know my situation. One else
And
that
what
can, anyways.
situation is that?
Do you want
You
to
need
talk
to
about
know.
that? All right then.
And at this point, you could investigate a mystery if you wanted. Like in these sort of situations, you could roll to investigate a mystery to get more information.
I would like to know a little bit more about this person here.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll roll to investigate a mystery. Three plus one is 4. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. By the way, you need to mark experience twice, max.
Oh right, yeah, I do. Well, at least I'm gonna level real quick.
That's okay. And Miss Adana had a fun time last time too.
Yeah, I heard.
So what? Jason, what was your? Because you're rolling investigate a mystery, right? As well.
Yeah.
Okay, so yours was 5 plus 1 for sharp.
Yeah, +1.
So you both failed. So you can mark experience as well.
Okay.
What?
You guys don't know shit. You, at most, he's not giving you any information. He just looks at you with like, dude, I don't even know you. Sorry, sons of bitches. Get anything out. I've been around. I've dealt with a lot of people, and you're no different.
All right. Jeez.
And he just leaves. He leaves the front door, and with the jingle of keys as well.
Oh, I say to Jason, oh, what the hell was that guy's problem? Man, we did try to help him. We even gave him a ride to Leavenworth, mate. What the hell?
All of a sudden, you hear your vehicle start
Is
Shit.
he
and then
grabbing
peel off.
my Renault? Is he grabbing my Renault? Boy, I
And the
am
last
not
thing you
gonna-
see as you guys run out the door, not realizing what had just happened, your vehicle gone. Heading back towards Leavenworth.
I swear to God, if I find him, oh, I will not be through with him.
No killing.
All right, all right. Jeez. I guess you don't want another Mr. Worldwide, huh?
So what do you guys do?
Um,
Actually,
do I have the other car that I have already? The Chevy.
You say you do.
Okay, so
But how
I
do you
have a
drive two vehicles around when you've just been traveling?
mm,
Right, that's a very good question.
So you are carless at the moment. And as I have made mention that if at any point, like, you won't start out with everything, but trust me, at some point, you will get everything that was on your list.
Okay.
Which actually, I need to. I know what your
yeah,
sheet has on it.
Oh, we forgot. I have +1 ongoing while driving. I would have.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I forgot. But I
But
already know what
I
I'm gonna
think
do.
that's more for act under pressure situations.
True, true, true.
So it would have helped at the beginning, but I think you still would have had a 6. Is that right?
No, but I mean, for when I had to react to Mr. Weirdo trying to smash my windshield, because I
Yeah,
think
that's what I
got
was
a
talking
9
about.
there,
Is
did
I think you got a 6 right there.
No,
Or did you?
I got a mixed success.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't have
8
made a
plus
difference. You
1.
weren't high enough. 7, 8, and 9 would have
Perfect.
been all the same result. But yeah, we got to remember that.
Yeah, but it also says one other thing, and now I know what I want to do. I can hotwire anything, so I can try and steal the car and chase after him.
we steal the nearest SUV.
I mean, I look for a sports car. Okay, come on, come on. And if we're gonna steal something, we're gonna steal with style.
About the only thing as you see your car trail off, the only other vehicle around you is a Ford Fiesta. You are not in high pride territory right now. You are in a little cottage area. Like, there is nothing really else around other than the fruit barn and orchards across the street. Which sometimes the people who come and work there park over at Paradise to walk over so they don't have to deal with any of that. And it's a nice walk, so.
All right.
So
Yes,
we're in the
I am.
boonies.
Yeah, we are in the boonies.
You're in the boonies. I'll be real, Leavenworth is very much in the boonies.
Okay. Oh well, I guess I'll take this bloody Fiesta. All
It's
right.
better than nothing.
And
Yeah, right.
if
You
you
gotta get
don't
it
know what
proper.
do you know what that is, Max?
I know a Ford Fiesta. I gotta really quickly find a picture of it just to be sure. But I think we might have driven that one a long. Okay, it looks decent at least. You know, it at least looks decent. So
Just
yes,
be
we're
glad I
moving to
didn't
the
throw a Geo Metro at you.
or a multiply.
Okay. So anyways,
Sorry.
do you have to roll anything for
Let me.
hot wiring, or is
check.
it just sort of you do it?
The older it is, the fewer tools you need to do it. So, how old of a Fiesta were you looking at?
Oh, it's like the early 90s, I
Early
think.
90s. Okay, I
God.
need very few tools to get in.
It's
Alright.
it's not a new one. It's the old crap model.
Right. Alright, well, I mean, that means I can get in with relative ease. So, that bitch be mine.
Okay. So it takes you a couple minutes, but you do get it hot wired, and I would only assume that you had the direction you saw the car go.
Yes. I mean, yeah. So I guess I'll drive in the direction that I saw him head off.
As you do make your way, no hindrances other than as you're driving away, you pass by, but in the background you see a person start walking back over towards the Paradise on the River and then stop in confusion and look at the spot where their car had just been as you zoom off.
Sorry.
We must remember to return this human's car when we come back.
I'll try to keep him in mind, yeah?
All right. And as you reach town, you see your vehicle parked off the side at the Bavarian Lodge. And out of the doors, he's not in the vehicle, but out of the doors, as you pull up, this gentleman steps out with a map.
Just a random map, not the
Just a
guy
map.
that we drove over. Okay, just a map. All right.
Just a map. And
I
starts
mean,
hopping back in the car.
So we're talking about the guy that stole my car, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
He has no name to you at the moment. No one
okay,
ever asked.
Yeah. We are such great people, Max. So I suppose I hold back for now. I wait and see what he does. I nonchalantly park along the road near him, but not close enough to draw his attention.
Right?
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Then as you see him, he looks at the map for a moment, and his bewilderment is still, you can obviously see that he is still bothered with what is happening. He's still trying to come to terms with the fact of where he is all of a sudden, and it's not stopping. Like, he's in panic mode probably at this point, and he's looking at the map and kind of throws it in the passenger side of the car, then hops in and starts driving west out of Leavenworth.
All right. Well, I follow him. Let's see where he goes.
We tail him.
Hail him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you do, you are going down west along Highway 2, back where you had come from originally earlier in the day. And as you do, you can see that he finds one of those like pull-in spots on the side of the road. It's like a rest area, but it's not like a full-fledged rest area. It's just like where a viewpoint where you can see something, take a picture here, it's pretty type thing, and
Right.
pulls in, and you can see that he goes to stop and rest.
All right.
You do.
Well, is he still in the car, or has he stepped out?
He's still in the car. He just you just see him in the car, and he just reclined back and laid back, like
Alright,
he's had a rough day. Let's put it that way.
I can imagine. All right. I pull over in the rest area behind him. Actually, no, in front of him. And step out.
And I step out as well.
I mean,
I guess we both flank the car while he's not
Yes.
looking.
And as he's laying there, his eyes are closed, and you guys come up to the side of the vehicle, and his eyes open again, sensing like something's around him. And he looks and sees the English dude that sounds like a grandma, and then looks to the other side and sees this other gentleman, a little bit better kept. Goes, bloody hell. Can I help you? As he leaves the windows up and the doors locked, even though the front window's bashed in.
I ask him, what the hell do you think you're doing with my car?
I don't know what the hell you're doing with that car.
Well, I had to find my car, mate. You just ran away with it.
And you just ran away with that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
I needed a
return that
car.
one.
I took a car. You took a car. Hey, you
Alright,
needed a
alright.
car.
All right. Well, I can see that you're having a bit of a hard day, and I don't want to be annoying, but I would like my car back so I can give this piece of shit back to its owner.
You seem like the type who actually doesn't want to give back that car. But
He doesn't.
thank you.
I,
Apparently, your teammate here does believe that you have just received a free car. So, how about we make a deal? I take this car with the Bastion, front window, and you take your brand new car back there that has no problems.
The only issue with that is that we plan to return this car.
yeah, I got this like annoying little like guardian angel looking over my shoulder, correcting me whenever I do something that he deems not right. So even if I want to keep this old '90s Fiesta, I couldn't. So that's kind of my problem, and I'd like to have my car back because for reasons I cannot say, I'm rather fond of it.
He mildly face palms in a manner more like holding his head, just like breathing, sighing deeply, like. And at that moment, the light has started to go from the sky. It's becoming more nighttime. You guys followed him for a good hour or so, and while you were getting close to the next form of civilization in the area, you are right in the middle. You are more or less right in the middle of the forest, and you hear a loud, almost womanly or bestial screech.
What was that?
He sits up really quick and he's like, I have no idea. I mean, this is your neck of the woods. What the fuck was that?
I don't know everything that goes on in these woods. I mean, like ask Jason. We only patrol like a set part of it, like wherever we deem we need to go.
It's nothing good, surely, but it seems too odd to be happen just randomly. Are you sure there's
Considering,
nothing you know?
considering today's events, a guy seemingly falling out of the sky in front of our windshield, I'd say it's probably correlated. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
While you're
There,
discussing this back and forth, within the next few seconds after, you hear that screech again, but it's followed by a more human male yell.
should we maybe go check it out?
Mm,
I mean,
yes, that.
I mean, it sounds pretty mental, running towards seemingly something
However,
really disturbing.
however, our friend here comes with us.
Well, I'd say, well, if he doesn't want to come, at least let us take the keys. We know he doesn't drive off with my beloved vehicle.
Beloved
And
vehicle that you let the window get smashed in. Thought you could have been a better driver, You cared so much.
I,
The
I,
window you smashed.
Not like I had much of a choice now. He didn't get out of the way.
Think
well,
of this as your insurance. You will come with us now.
He's much more intimidating than you. You know that?
screw you, dude.
I want you to roll to manipulate someone.
Okay.
That's 5 plus charm. Guessing
And
is
my
a
charm is -1.
God.
Oh god.
Mark experience.
Man, compared to the other group, we're getting shit rolls.
And as you're trying to intimidate him, he's like, intimidating, but windows are still, or the doors are still locked. And right when he says "and" for the second for the second time, you start to hear sirens.
They're coming from nearby, to the west.
Wait, what? Where could they be going to?
It must be related to that howl we heard a few minutes ago.
I mean, if authorities heard it.
fact that we have, another stolen car that isn't the owner of one right next to me, that possibilities here, but it's all good. I'm just gonna happy little ass here, safe in the car, and you two can go right on.
I say to Jason, just keep an eye on him. I'm gonna just quickly drive this definitely not stolen car to some shrubbery where the police won't easily find it. Sounds like a good idea because that guy kind of scared me there. I don't want to go back to jail. It's been a kind of a bad thing.
Yes, we'd like to avoid that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you parking this? Like, how far away? Because let's see, this is basically on the edge of a canyon. This little lookout spot, and you're not gonna be able to park it on that side, though. There's a very high rock face wall on the other side, but there are some brush, like about 20 yards down the road on the right.
Is it enough to conceal the car?
You could probably figure something out as far as pulling branches down and kind of covering it up. It wouldn't be noticeable in the dark
All right.
as it passes by.
Then I do that.
And you hear that screech again,
I try to
but
listen
it
where
is
it's from.
very close. Very, very close.
Where exactly am I? Am I driving the car into the shrubbery to conceal it? Like where? Like am I already in the shrubbery or still close to the other car, close to Jason and the dude?
Let's have both of you roll read a bad situation,
Sounds good.
Okay.
since we haven't rolled that yet.
7 plus bad situation is sharp plus 1 is 8.
Hey, Nick, you can pick up both dice at the same time. Roll them.
How do you pick
Like,
up both?
if you click and drag, you can pick up both, and then you
So
just
if you
click
I
click
got
one of them, and then you can shake them, and then they'll actually like loop around.
This?
you can click him, click him.
Yeah, and then you can hold them and shake them, and then they'll like kind of wiggle around, and then you
Okay.
just let them launch.
Gotcha.
So plus sharp, which is plus 1 if I remember right.
Yep.
So you both get mixed success. So you Jason obviously heard the beast was much closer, and it did sound like it was coming in the direction where he had just pulled the vehicle and tried to basically block it up or like hide it. And then George, you look up, and in the bushes above you, in the trees that are kind of hanging off, like the little branches and bushes that are kind of hanging off the side of the wall, going up to what is an actual ledge and more forest beyond that, you see red eyes looking at you.
I get out of the car, run real fast back to Jason and the dude to get the hell away from that thing, because I know that can't be a good thing. Red eyes in the dark.
You hear it scream again, but this also gives a chance. Jason, what do you do?
And then, am I still waiting with the stranger?
Yeah, you were
am
waiting
I
at the car
close by?
originally, so you were waiting, letting him hide the vehicle, and then he's running back after he saw that. You heard the scream. What do you do?
Okay. I leave the stranger and I head towards the sound of the screech to make sure George is all right.
Oh, you can, as you're running forward, you see George is definitely all right, but he is running towards you in the opposite direction. How does this exchange happen?
Is the car safe? Is it well hidden?
I think you muted yourself again, George.
No, I.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you asked me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running towards Jason, and Jason's running towards me. So I shout to Jason. Oh, wow. Okay. Sometimes the accent's real hard. Okay. Turn the hell around, man. We gotta get the hell out of here. What are you running at me for? I'm fine.
No, I can see you're fine. Whatever this is, though, it will not stop. If we leave now, it may attack someone else. We must face it here and now.
What you see as you say that is a humanoid form with long limbs. You don't see the whole thing, you just see a shadow. It looks humanoid, but it's not moving right. It is on all fours with longer limbs, and it just gets on the side. But as it does, you hear the sirens have grown even closer, and you can actually see the lights on the side of the hill now. What do you do?
There's no time, George. You must hide for now. We cannot allow the police to capture you.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but maybe it might be a possibility if we can, get the hell out with the only car that we have legally available to us. I don't know. Maybe the stranger actually wants to work with us for once.
He's like kind of listening off to the side. He just, oi, mates, get on over here. And he unlocks the doors.
All right, we're getting the hell out of
And
here.
then we hop
Come
in
on.
the car.
No, hop in the passenger side.
After seeing that in the rear view, sorry for the trouble, mates. By the way, name's Pavel. And he reverses really quick and starts driving back towards Leavenworth with the sirens in the background. They come to a halt as you start going forward. Back to Leavenworth.
Nice to meet you, Pavel.
Yeah, well, I hate to impose after, being such a gigantic douche. But you guys got a place to stay. Or a place I could stay. I get you have the cottage, but that's not more what I'm saying. Can I have the couch?
Yeah. I think we can find a a place for you on the couch or somewhere else more comfortable, possibly even. But yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
And you guys make it back to the lodge where you are staying, the Paradise. You guys take some time to talk about what was going on. You find out that Pavel is actually not of the finest history, much like your friend there, though he is more of the on-level breed. He doesn't use violence to answer the questions. He uses sneakiness and just in general swindling to get the job done. He's more what you want this crooked to become. But as you guys do, you go to sleep for the night. With the screams of that thing still echoing in your head. Scream of what seemed human still in your head.
All right. I think
You wake up
it might be a good time to actually take the little 5-minute break so I can walk the dogs now, because this is a good timing for it.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
Grab a drink. Okay. Have some good time, and then we'll finish up the last little part.
Let's see where we're at.
Figure out the mystery. Or
right.
Going for the mystery.
Right. I'll be right back.
Man, improv is hard.
It is. It really is. But you get used to it. You get used to it. It is weird, and honestly, a lot more of this is improv than Group A's was, because I wanted to try something different, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah, it's different.
And obviously, I'll answer a little bit of chat, and yes, the Ford Fiesta was harsh there, L, but you know what? I don't care. And Rain, thank you for lurking. All the people. But yeah. But once we get in the swing of things and I figure out how I want, like, the general idea of how things are going to run, because each campaign is different, sort of, that I'm running right now. Matter of getting my brain in the right mindset for each one.
Are they all within the same location?
More or less.
Within Washington?
Yeah, within Washington, but Group C will actually be on the West Coast near ocean shores.
Okay.
Like on the little tail that Washington has. Sort of at the base of it. Yeah. So you guys are pretty much like it. Leavenworth is about, in a straight line, probably about 100 miles from Mount Rainier, where Group A is. But if you have to drive the actual roads to get to it, it takes like 2.5 to 3 hours, I think. And it's 180 miles.
That's not too far.
No, it's not too far, but from the narrative standpoint, it's actually very far with situations that happen and stuff like that. So it's far enough. But as far as ocean shores, it's about 3.5 hours, 4 hours from Mount Rainier. And directly west. What's funny is I'm looking at this map, I'm like, man, I didn't even know Leavenworth had a golf club. Like, what? Come to the Leavenworth Golf Club with all the most pompous people you could ever meet. There are balls everywhere.
That would be weird. Like, I can't see a small town having a golf club.
I haven't ventured too much down the side roads. I've just been in like all the main city that's right in here, like Oberta and the Oberta Inn and the Bavarian Lodge. I've actually eaten at the Bavarian Lodge. They have really good pancakes. But there's like a 76 station or something, a gas station right here at the corner before it loops around. But I don't think I've really ever been past Leavenworth down this road. So I didn't even realize half this stuff was here after it. Damn, Max walking his dogs. Max, do better.
Oh yeah, didn't you say a while back that your dad's dog, there was something wrong with it?
Yeah, they had to put the dog down this a few days ago.
Oh man.
Fortunately, he had Cushing's disease, which is a known thing for Pomeranians to get. But on top of that, afterwards, which he could be just fine with Cushing's, but he became diabetic, and his kidneys were starting to fail. It's all good. He's a happy puppy elsewhere now. Sorry, we're bringing the feels into the stream, guys. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm sure my parents will. Because the other dog that they have is a Cavalier, and that one is probably going to be kind of long. I just read Nat's thing in the MOTW players. All I gotta say is I faced the Lich King solo at level 1 and survived.
I had returned.
Oh, well, welcome back, Max.
Yes.
Welcome back, sir.
I hope it's not like I hope I haven't like interrupted.
No, we were just chilling and talking anyways, talking about stuff.
Yeah, I also meant like over the course of the game so far.
Oh, no, we're good. It's
Okay,
more or
good.
less me just figuring out how to improv this one out because I made this one slightly different from Group A and Group C just because of the different aesthetic to it and the fact it was only 2 people.
I love.
was trying
I love
some-
the little. Love the little reference to Zero's character with Pavel.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to connect characters, story, and the world together, being it's all happening at the same time, and I'm trying to do story links,
Oh,
like
that's
just in
lovely.
general, and have character crossovers and stuff like that.
I love it. Like as soon as I heard it, I made me snicker.
Yeah, Zero will
great.
be happy to hear it later.
I'm sure he will be.
He loved Pavel, and he barely knew him, even though he knew him very well in the game. He liked Pavel.
He basically immediately threw him under the bus, but it's fine.
But I have plans for Pavel.
Oh yes. All right.
So, as we leave off before Max had to go take a quick break, which is fine. We're still going to blame him because Max.
Everybody blames everything on me. So.
Real talk, he said ahead of time and that's on stream, so it's okay. Anyways, as we continue, you guys wake up in the morning and out your window see police cars.
I kind of just immediately rise up out of bed,
You
trying to see what's
are
going on.
interrupted from your normal morning routine as you're waking up. Like, you don't know they're there yet because you're in your bedroom. You don't have a front view out. Your view is out the back towards the forest and just the Wenatchee River that's behind. You hear a loud rap on the door. Like, no, not not Eminem, but you hear
I know what you
you
mean.
hear a loud knock on the door.
Yes. I go to the door. Is there a little see-through hole to check who's in front of the door, or is it just a normal
Well,
door?
as you walk down the stairs, you would see out the front window, you would see a police car. Lights aren't on. They just merely drove up quiet and then stopped and knocked on your door.
Okay. Well, I calmly open the door to the police.
Well, hello,
Trying-
sir. So funny story. We had a call about a stolen vehicle late last night, and well, we see the vehicle's here now. So yeah. Has there been any issues? Have you noticed anyone creeping around here trying to steal? Or
no,
did you see this vehicle go missing at all?
I'm not even entirely sure what vehicle you're talking about. Like, did you point at it? But
He
No, I
he
haven't-
looks over at the one friggin' vehicle next to the beat to shit one. That one.
Just making sure it's not my car, all right?
Though I do have a couple questions about that.
No,
See, I had
I-
just come here for one car, and I see that one, which was called in stolen, but I see it right here. And then I see this travesty next to me. Don't worry, it was a beautiful car at one point, don't worry.
I appreciate you saying that.
You know it's really a piece of shit. But I noticed your window smashed out. Did something happen, sir?
We had a little incident with like a large sized rock that got shot up, and the car in front of us, they were driving, and the tire kicked up a rather large rock that smashed my windshield. So I decided to kind of kick it out, and so that I could still clearly see and drive. I hope that's not a problem, sir.
Roll to manipulate someone. Because this is like one of the worst lies that you could possibly tell.
I
Now,
think it was a
son.
rather reasonable lie, but okay.
Done. To manipulate.
It's a 10, and for manipulating, it is plus charm. That's a 12.
Okay. So he looks at you and scratches his head, and he's like, well, that must have been a hell of a rock.
I'm
Jesus.
so happy.
It's just lucky that you weren't injured in that. Just it is law that you need to have your window not have, a 2-inch crack over the front of your vision, because, it's just dangerous. And you pretty much got the whole damn window gone and just destroyed. So if you want to continue to drive that vehicle, I'm gonna need you to, get that fixed.
I wasn't planning anything else, officer. I just drove it back to our little inn here so we could call the car services and get that fixed for us. I promise not to drive in it any further, Elise.
And from the police vehicle, you see another cop get out of the thing and say, "Hey, Bill, get on over here. We gotta head out. There's something on the other side of Leavenworth we gotta check out. But it's kind of a drive. We gotta get going." Like, God damn it, Bobby. Okay, Bobby, we'll go ahead and head out here in just a minute. Okay, sorry to bother you, but I'll go ahead and turn in the report on the other vehicle and just make sure you get that window fixed, okay?
Will do, sir. Thank you for giving me a little ease on that.
No problem. Apparently got something to check out on the other side of the highway, so
Oh,
we'll go
I
ahead
wish you
and
very
we'll
good
be...
luck with that.
And with that, they head that direction and leave.
I heard conversation. Were you talking to someone, George?
We had the cops on our front door. They were asking about the stolen vehicle. Luckily, they didn't know it was us. They just kind of ended up asking questions. Why the hell we're missing our windshield? But I smoothed it over. We're completely fine. Luckily.
Oh, impressive. You didn't
Uh,
lash out like you did last time.
and I know better than to mess with the cops, man.
And Pavel gets up, and he was kind of on the couch the whole time just listening. And he's like, bloody hell, mate. I swear the police here must be the stupidest motherfuckers I have ever met in my entire life. Well, apparently I'm a small rock now, so, that's all good and great. So, not to, rain on the parade, but they mentioned going to the other side of Leavenworth. Anything of that strike anyone's fancy or sound familiar?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that weird creature we saw the last night. It still haunts me. Those screams.
Slept well myself. Seeing, dark circles under the eyes.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
slept like a baby.
even stranger question. How would you like to check it out?
I think you might actually be crazy, but fuck it, right? But I'm still wondering how we're gonna do that though, because we can't drive the car.
Cares about the police? They were stupid enough to believe it was a rock.
That's true.
We should try to
Here,
find a
here.
post.
How about this? You have any saran wrap or something? We could just knock this window out. We'll just throw on some, plastic wrap, and we'll just be on our way. They'll never think the same thing. They're stupid enough to believe it was a rock, so I'm sure they'll think that this is glass.
Yeah, I think we got something in the kitchen over here. I guess I'll check.
All right. And Jason, are you gonna stay here and be a little pussy, or are you gonna come with us?
No, I'll be coming along. Someone has to make sure you both don't kill each other.
I tell you, it's something about his voice. It's just straight intimidating. If I didn't
Yeah,
know
man.
anyone like him, I would have been scared right off the get-go.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be pretty intimidating if I am not doing my usual looting with him around. Can I just say that Jason has the most badass voice, and I love him.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so as you guys get the saran wrap on the front window and try to pass it off like it is glass, you can somewhat see through it. It's got some fingerprints on it, and you can't really wash it to make sure that it's clean so you can perfectly see through it, but you just have all these handprints on the saran wrap and everything, so it's somewhat visible through it, but, you know, you're just trying to fool the cops for stupidity's sake. And you make your way west. As you do, you reach where you were last night as you were trying to trace the trail back. And see cars lined up and police vehicles blocking the way. And as you get out of the car and look, two dead bodies on the ground with their chests just ripped open, necks just with cops, like cop uniforms on. And the lights are still on the cop cars that you cross the way, minus the ones that were blocking the way.
Dang.
Obviously, something had attacked them. And there you see Bob and Billy, or Bobby and Billy, just getting out of their car after you had followed them in a little bit of a haste. They took it at a leisurely pace because they're not the smartest cops in the world. They thought they were just on a normal call. They get there, and you see Bobby just throwing up off to the side, and Bill is just, God damn it, Bobby. I told you, it's just, look, it's just a dead body. You ain't seen one of them before? Come on, boy. Then he looks up at you and said, well, I'll be. Damn, they work quick on those windows, don't they? Fantastic. Well, good on you and getting that window fixed. Now, what are you boys doing here? Sorry, the road's closed. We can't let anybody through.
I understand, officer. Yeah, we were real lucky. Those guys were like moving at the speed of sound, quite literally, really.
You know what? Just hold on a sec. I can't hold it in anymore. You know, you remind me of one of them people from Monty Python that talks really high pitch, but you got that, you know, you're just that little English dude that talks really high, and you're like, you know. Anyways, I'm sorry. Road's closed. What were you saying?
Right. Yeah, those windshield repair guys were like extremely fast. They're quite literally moving at the speed of sound, right? But yeah, we heard, you know, when you talked to me, we heard that you had this call on the other side of Leavenworth, and well, I can't lie. I was we were quite intrigued, and we wanted to go take a look, like the weird paparazzi we are. Well, we're not really paparazzi, but still.
Paparazzi. That some kind of a Frenchy term?
No, it's kind of like
Yeah.
a slang word for the press.
Oh, yeah, hate them. They, them CNN folks, they always coming in and, trying to get them news right away, and we just gotta keep turning away, especially in situations like this. I'm pretty sure they'll be here within the next couple, and at that moment you see a van pull up. Oh, holy shit. There they are.
Bleeding vampires, that's what they are.
And then you see Bill turn to Bobby. Hey, Bobby, why don't you go ahead and go and stop them, so you know you can stop puking all over the side of the road. And then you see Billy walk over, and he starts trying to weave them off, holding his mouth like he's still about to, you know, blow more chunks. And he's like telling them, and then out of nowhere, he just pukes all over the side of the van, and they just get pissed off and get back in the vehicle and go. He laughs. He's like, hey, good boy, Bobby.
Oh my god.
You
So,
humans have a weird way
yeah, we
of
had some
showing.
kind of animal attack here, so we have to ask everyone to go ahead and, head back home and stay safe for the time being until we get this.
Right, I completely understand, officer, but would it be like, is there any kind of information that you can divulge to us at this moment?
Um,
Roll to investigate a
roll to
mystery.
investigate a mystery.
Let me check. Grab my dice. Right.
This
Which
will only
is
be max
9
since he was
plus-
asking.
plus 1 is 10.
So on that, 10 plus, you can hold 2 questions. So in other words, you can ask 2 questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? And as it goes, obviously the only information you're going to be able to get is what the cop actually knows since he's gotten here and found out
Right.
what information he can.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ask them. What the? Where the hell did this animal go? Like, you know.
Oh, well, as far as we can tell, by the way, as far as you go, I'm just going to tell you this because you just remind me so much more of Python. I just got to give you some props for that. Well, we did see a blood trail from, we can only gather, were some claw marks of it climbing back up the rock wall and back into the forest up there. As far as it goes, that's all we know.
All right. And you got any sort of idea what kind of creature it is, or seems rather weird?
As far as we go, no. Only people out here were these 2 fine cops that we got here. Souls. Yeah. As far as they were the only ones that would know what attacked them, and, well, they didn't talk much.
Ah, man. My condolences, man. I hope you weren't too.
Hold on a sec.
He's moving his cursor. Or maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, it was. Apparently, Audacity, when I lower the mic volume, lowers it everywhere.
Oh,
Noted.
oh, right. Yeah, yeah. That's system wide.
Okay, so I am back now. I apologize for that. Random occurrence. I didn't think they were going to have to come into my room first. So now resetting to where I was, and I will re-answer the question just so I can edit it properly.
All right.
No, they would be the only ones that would know because they were the only ones out here. They were answering miraculously enough, that stolen car problem. They were answering to that, and yeah, apparently they got stopped by some creature. Oh, here they lay.
Oh, man. My condolences. I hope you weren't too close to him.
Well, no, not really. They were good buddies. I knew them. Like I said, rest their souls. They were good people, but nah. Honestly, they were both kind of pricks, if you ask me. So I just want to be respectful of the dead because no one deserves that, especially in that manner. And then he's like, "Hey, Bobby, why don't you come on over here and look at this again?" Then you see Bobby walk over and he's just shaking his head, and then he looks again and then just starts puking again on the side of the road. It's like, damn, boy, how much did you eat for breakfast? At this point, you can just tell that the cop is just messing with Bobby.
Mm.
All right.
And now I'm going to have to make notes of the NPCs as I go. So, yes.
Bobby the cop.
But I'm going to have to ask you boys to leave now. I know you might have wanted to, head out for the day, but unfortunately this direction is a no-go for now until we kind of search the forest up above and figure out if we can find the culprit. Beast. Obviously Beast. I mean, what human want to do that, right? Am I right? And he kind of taps George on the shoulder.
Yeah, totally, right?
You okay,
Oh,
boy?
yes.
You're kind of sweating.
It's totally fine. It's I'm still not entirely really comfortable about around dead bodies, but I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. We were gonna head out, just like you suggested, so it's no biggie.
I gotta say, you are just a statuesque.
Okay.
Okay. Now I just gotta say, you are one statuesque motherfucker. I gotta say, have you ever thought of being on the force? And he's like looking directly at Jason. He's like, you just breed intimidation. I gotta say, it is daunting.
I seem to get that a lot.
Who knows? Maybe it's just your lot in life. You should look into it. You go to school, take it up for, a year and figure out how to do our job. You come in and man, I don't think anyone would turn against you.
Mm.
Anyways, you boys head along. You get Pavel. Pavel's sitting there and he's like, hey, mate. Back this way. It's all path up into the forest, back along the
All right. How about you, Jason? All right. I say I'll get in the car. I'm in my mum's car. Brum brum.
I gotta say, I appreciate this voice for it much more. It is so great. I love it.
All right. Well, I suppose we head back around into the little off-road road that Pavel gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you do, you guys start to head out, and you find that path and kind of park off to the side as much as you can. Maybe driving a little bit farther down the road where there's a little outward thing. It's not a viewpoint. It's more like if your tire blows, you can kind of park off to the side. And you head up that trail. I need to shut my door.
What door? There is no door.
Well, obviously, that was Pavel talking about the car on the door on his car.
This car. All right. Let's
No,
see
I'm
how
just
this-
kidding. Anyways, you guys find that path and you start to head up it. And the farther you get in, you're hearing birds chirp, you're hearing, just the normal ambience of everything. And out of nowhere, it just gets quiet. The abnormal quiet in most situations that you would hear from stories of not even smallest of creatures were stirring. No birds, no leaves rustling, no wind, nothing.
The wildlife. It's all stopped.
What are you talking about, dude? You got some kind of connection to the wild?
The birds, the leaves, the trees, everything has fallen silent. I can't describe it.
That
Oh,
got really fucking eerie.
damn. Yes, that's pretty scary, dude. Oh,
How about investigate a mystery, Sir George? Or not George, Jason.
Okay.
I feel like it's a lot easier for you to remember the names when there's only two people.
It is, and I actually have the other names memorized now, so it's all good.
Ooh, good job.
Six plus sharp, which is 7.
That's amazing.
On a 7 to 9, you can ask one question. It's what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here.
Mm,
And there's really nothing showing itself at the moment, so you can kind of sort off what sort of creature is it, what can it do, and what can hurt it, and where. No, that's about it right there.
Wait, so those are the questions that
You can ask.
qualify here?
No, those are the questions that pretty much don't mean anything. Like you won't get an answer out of it
Okay.
because there is nothing around. You just hear silence right now.
I would ask if something is being hidden here.
So as you stand there and hear absolutely nothing coming from the forest around you, look deeper forest right as you're glancing around and you see an odd like setting of stones, more or less. Like it just looks like a giant stone in the forest. And on that you see a black like opening, which would be but at this distance it's obviously very hard to see. It just looks like a stone with a black marking on it.
See that, George?
Oh, what are you talking about?
That black stone over there. Doesn't it look odd to you in the middle of this forest?
I mean, it's black. That's pretty weird, I guess. But I don't, if you say so, I guess.
No.
Oh no, you know what that is, mate. That's a bloody good time.
A bloody good time? What are you talking about?
And he begins walking towards it without you guys. Something is filling him with a weird sense of courage and odd understanding of a situation at hand, and even he may not realize it yet. He begins walking towards the stone and waving you guys on, like, come on, mates. This is ours.
I'll follow him.
We
And
both
hey,
follow.
it might be just for you there, Georgie. Might be full of treasure.
Ooh, treasure, you say? I'm always down for some treasure. Loot.
Come on, Jace. Jason. I actually like Jace. I'm gonna call you Jace.
It's Jason.
Ah, no problem, Jace. Anyways. So, as you go, you guys make your way to the opening of this large stone. And the opening is rather small, but it could fit a human inside of it. You could get in there one at a time at least. As you stand there, you hear what probably made the forest go silent. You hear like a whispering breath down below, as well a loud screech that comes from within.
It's that creature again.
Sorry, mate. At that moment, Pavel just walks forward and into the darkness, leaving you two behind. That's where we'll
Pavel.
end it.
All right. Pavel! Pavel! Sorry.
That's where we'll end on a cliffhanger, because I'm a dick.
Okay.
About an hour and a half total,
I
with a couple
guess I can end the
interruptions.
Audacity here, right?
What's that?
I can end the audio file here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go ahead and end it there.
All right.
I'll have something better set up for next week as well. I got a roll going on this one now. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining for the session. And don't worry, Nix, your character is great.
I love Jason.
I think he's
awesome.
gonna be the love of everyone's life, because they're like, oh,
I mean that voice. I
that
love
voice.
it. Over here, I'm just like the kind of unlovable fuck that's kind of loud, like.
You're like
that's good.
you're like Spike. You're like Spike from the Gremlins.
It's just kind of like the annoying voice, and everybody just kind of tolerates him.
Chicken eggs, spam, 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 spam. Chicken eggs, eggs, chicken spam. And that is Max.
Yes, that is me.
But yeah, if you guys just export it as a Wave 32, it's like a 32-bit float or something, whatever they call it. Just export it as a wave, and then there should be. I put it in all of them. Okay, I'll make sure to put the Dropbox that I want you to, the address I want you to use, and then you should be able to just upload it there so I can download it. But I will get that after we finish this. And again, thank you guys. Hopefully you had fun.
Oh, yeah.
If you
tons of
didn't,
fun.
then kiss my ass. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks, and we'll try this again.
Yes. Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
Thank you
and-
for having us.
Yeah.
And glad your internet held up there, Nix.
Yeah.
You guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Well, you too.
Okay. And as for you guys, thank you. Definitely much more epic things in store that I have brewing through my. And. Oh my lord, what am I doing? Obviously, Was it this? Oh well, whatever. Anyways, it's been glorious. We have much more planned. I have a lot of ideas to throw people into, and ways to connect the story together that I hope the roles just do bad and let me torture. Thank you guys for joining me today. I know it was a short stream, but I was expecting it to be a little shorter, just being it's 2 people, and I wasn't sure where I was going to go with the second grouping, but I think I have a direction now. Yeah, so stay tuned. First episode of Group A should be up as a podcast soon, within the next couple days, hopefully. You guys can listen to the consolidated version with no interruptions. And keep regularly. Friday at 9 p.m. PST, we have our next session. We'll see you guys then. Friday, we have Kel, Andrew, and Slade joining us. Their session. You guys have a great day.
My name is John Chambers. I'm now a wanted man. My team uncovered a scandal
Pick it all up and start again. You've got a second chance, you could go home, escape it all, it's just irrelevant. It's just medicine. It's just medicine. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you. You've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating. From all the medicine, from all the medicine, from all the